Feared in Iran, the country he ruled with an iron hand for a decade, feared and hated in much of the West, died last night in a Tehran hospital. His approximate age was 88. 12 days ago, the Ayatollah was operated on in an attempt to stem intestinal bleeding. Early yesterday, he suffered a heart attack, and according to Iranian news sources, just before midnight Saturday, he whispered Muslim prayers and died. We have two reports on the Ayatollah's passing and the reaction to it, beginning with Mike Lee.
The body of Ayatollah Khomeini lay in state at his Tehran residence, his son Ahmed at his side. The outgoing president, 49-year-old Ali Khamenei, was today chosen Khomeini's religious successor by Iran's Council of Senior Clerics. It is widely expected that his new power will be largely ceremonial. However, Ali Khamenei will be in a position to help his fellow moderate, Hashemi Rafsanjani, to campaign for the new post of president, which will carry stronger powers over day-to-day running of the country. Iranian television showed pictures of the devoted swarming around the empty chair where Khomeini used to sit and deliver his speeches. In the streets of Tehran, tens of thousands of people chanted his name and carried his picture. The emotion was overwhelming. In Lebanon and other Islamic countries, Shiite Muslims loyal to Khomeini demonstrated their grief. It is the end of an era which began 10 years ago when Khomeini forced the Shah from power and set up an anti-Western Islamic republic. Khomeini supported the students who stormed the U.S. Embassy and held American diplomats hostage for 444 days. The Gulf War with Iraq nearly destroyed Iran's economy, yet Khomeini's personal popularity remained high. Kidnappers and terrorists loyal to Khomeini have held Americans captive in Lebanon, have hijacked airliners, and have attacked the U.S. Navy in the Gulf. With Khomeini's death, Iran's relations with the West now hang in the balance. Mike Lee, ABC News, London.
Ayatollah Khomeini unleashed virulent anti-Western passions throughout the Islamic world. And throughout the West today, there were thinly veiled hopes that his successors would be less effective, if not more friendly. Former President Carter's administration was crippled by Iran's seizure of U.S. hostages.
I know that he was a great hero in his own nation. My hope is that his successor will be more inclined toward peace and human rights and the reconciliation of differences.
In Kennebunkport, where the president spent the weekend, White House officials expressed hope Iran will now move toward a constructive role in world affairs. And in London, Foreign Secretary Geoffrey Howe, who broke relations with Iran after the death sentence on author Salman Rushdie, said simply that the Ayatollah's death would probably lead to changes. On This Week with David Brinkley, the Shah's son, Reza Pahlavi, predicted Khomeini's death would mean the end of Islamic fundamentalism in Iran.
Yesterday, Iran was an Islamic republic. Today, it is not.
Most analysts disagree.
I think the majority of the people will continue to support the Islamic revolution.
Hashemi Rafsanjani, whom most now consider the most powerful political leader, is, in the context of Iranian politics, pragmatic. He's credited with helping end the Iraq-Iran war and is believed to support private capital, foreign investment, and a wider diplomatic window to the West. The last two administrations came to grief, fruitlessly searching for Iranian moderates to deal with. Bush advisors say they'll urge diplomatic caution, at least until political events in Tehran sort themselves out. Bob Zelnick, ABC News, Washington.
Incidentally, President Bush appeared to be behind the information curve on all this as he started his day. On that early morning jog at Kennebunkport, hours after the news had been broadcast in the United States, reporters asked the president whether he knew what had happened to Khomeini. When he replied no, reporters told him.